From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a Prime Wave Media production.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody feeling today? It is Friday, so you know what time it is. It is time for Horsin Around, presented by Duel, and this is for the Great Race Place Santa Anita, my playground, my backyard. So pretty much, let's go ahead and jump into race one. Race one today has it's a 5-horse field. It's a starter allowance. It's a starter optional claimer as well too. So that means that these are horses that can be claimed today if they have a claim tag on them, and none of these horses do have a claim tag on them. But this is also a $50,000 open claimer. So pretty much these are for horses that have won 2 or more races and must carry an additional 2 pounds as well too. So when I look at this situation, I really do like the fact that we can go ahead and circle Street Art today. Street Art had a lot of heavy money going on him early, and I think that this is a perfect setup with the brothers DeSormo here. So I'm going to go ahead and take Street Boss, because Street Boss didn't do too well in the Eddie Logan, but still, we have to understand this horse has won at Santa Anita before, 50% at Santa Anita as well too. So actually, yeah, so pretty much this horse is, I feel, a horse you can really go ahead and trust in this spot, because this horse is, the horse loves Sandy and just ran a bullet over here on November 27th as well too. I think that horse needed this first race, and it was a tough race. It was Eddie Logan, so pretty much the horse goes back to the dirt, where the horse did win at 4.5 furlongs over at Santa Anita and ran a great time that day. So I think that this horse, the way that it approached that race, this horse should go ahead, and if it can hit the front early, then it should have no issues besting this group. All right, so we move on, and we have Khan on the Run. Khan on the Run is going to be another really good horse, and Khan on the Run just broke the maiden in their last race. Jeff Mullins is a trainer. Johnny Velasquez is going to be riding this horse. So the horse led all the way through and wound up winning over there on 6.5 furlongs, but this was on the dirt as well too. So the horse is cutting back in distance today. And the last time the horse did go 5 furlongs, it was on the turf at Del Mar, and the horse wound up finishing 5th. And the only time the horse ran at Santa Anita was a 6 furlong on the dirt, and the horse was leading most of the way and then wound up fading and finishing 3rd. So yeah, Con on the Run has a good look to it, and I think that this horse should be really good to go today. And then we have Coruscation. This horse broke the maiden on first asking. This horse is going to be trained by Ruben Alvarado, ridden by Flavian Pratt. The horse is a morning line of 9-2. This will come down drastically, but also you need to kind of recognize the fact that the horse did win over at Los Alamitos, so you can't really trust that form coming into Santa Anita, but you have the best jockey at Santa Anita riding, so that gives the horse a lot of look. But I think that the horse that everybody has to look out for, the wild card here, is going to be Tiz Lightning. Tiz Lightning the horse is stepping up in class here, but the horse has won won twice on both times asking, and this horse is not getting as much love here on the morning tote from what I'm seeing here. This horse is still they're still kind of shagging on this horse a little bit. Now the horses came down to 5-1, but the horse is 9-5 actually as well too. So the horse is seen as the second best horse in this group. So it was tough because I could only take 3 horses in this race, but that horse will be a part of the pick 5 as well too. So I just had to go ahead and mention that horse, so yeah, you guys know that I'm not trying to keep that horse out of this or anything like that. I just feel like this horse is stepping it up in class with this group, and it will be a tougher race for this horse today, even though it has won on the first 2 times it's hit the track. But that's pretty impressive in itself. So we move on to race 2, which is a maiden special weight, $67,000 on the turf. We're going to go with Feeling Graceful. This is going to be a grazing filly, and this horse is out of a Bold Warrior mare. This is going to be, the horse is trained by Bill Spar, and then it's ridden by Flavian Pratt. We're going to go ahead and throw Kitten's Kid in here in the second spot. And Ruben Alvarado is the trainer for this horse. And John Velasquez is going to be riding Kitten's Kid. Really does look good coming into this race and will be the horse to beat. But I just feel like Feeling Graceful has a little bit, likes Santa Anita, just hasn't won at Santa Anita yet. But the horse has had a few seconds here. So I think that this should work out. The horse ran very well on New Year's Eve. But the horse just came up a little short. Now the horse is going to go a little further, and I think this is what the horse has been asking for. So that's why I'm taking Feeling Graceful in this spot. But Kitten's Kid checks off on all the blanks and everything like that. And pretty much this horse had finished second in 3 out of 4 of his first races. And now the horse, the last time out over at Los Alamitos, the horse regressed a little bit and finished 6th. But I don't think that should be a big issue going into the day because the horse likes Santa Anita. So pretty much that's why Kitten's Kid is in the second hole, because I think that horse will be overbet. And I think that we're in a right spot with Feeling Graceful because I think this horse is just needing more distance. Now, we move on to our next horse, who's going to be Ella Calimera Moo. Ella Calimera Moo, the 2 horse, is going to be trained by Walter Solis and is going to be ridden by Diego Herrera. Now, this horse is looking pretty good on the figs, can loom the danger as well, too. Very fast horse, and this horse is coming from Golden Gate as well. The horse did finish second last time out, losing by 4 lengths. But the speed and the measure really does keep up with this group as well, too. And this horse probably has the most turf experience out this group as well, too. So this horse does loom a big danger. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But I do like the 2 horse here, Ella Calimera Moo. All right, so we have ourselves Self-Isolation, the 7 horse. I bet this horse last time out, this horse was on top. This horse didn't do too much last time and wound up finishing 4th, but lost by 14 lengths. Now, we come back around, and it's about 2 weeks later. I think that this horse was in a really good race. Smitten by Kitten is a pretty good horse, and Finding Graceful finished second in that race. So I think Self-Isolation will, this is a horse that seems like it gets better with each race. And I think that this horse going longer today, this is the first time the horse has ever went this distance. We're going to see exactly what the horse is made of, because if the horse doesn't do anything here, he's probably going to be going to Maiden Claiming after this. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But I do like Self-Isolation in this one as well, too. So there it is with race 2. Now we move on to race 3. Race 3 should be a really good one as well, too. We have ourselves Maiden Claiming race, 44,000. This is going to be for horses that are going to be 50,000 or better. So pretty much on the claiming. So pretty much when I look at this right here, I'm going with a first timer by the name of Basket Case. Basket Case is a horse that is trained by Michael McCarthy and is going to be ridden by John Velasquez. So you see the combination, you get a little excited. I know the horse's works don't look that great, but I think they're prepping this horse for a big run today on race day on its first time out, or they just trying to get the horse to race. But anyway, I like the way it looks, and I'm not going to let this horse pass me up. So that's why I'm jumping all over this Mastery filly out of Sheila's Humor mare, out of Distorted Humor mare. So pretty much I like this horse right here. John Velasquez has been riding pretty good over at Santa Anita as well, too. So I like the way that this sets up. Let's see how it goes. All right, so we move forward and we have ourselves our next horse up. It's going to be K-Joe's Kid. K-Joe's Kid is going to be in the 9 hole, and K-Joe's Kid is going to be trained by Richie Baltus and ridden by Flavian Pratt. This is a frosted filly out of a Majestic Perfection mare. So this horse is actually owned by Richie Baltus and some partners as well, too. So I know they're very high on this horse, but they have the horse in claiming for a reason. So pretty much this horse has looked really good in their last races, but the horse just came up a little short, and they're taking the horse out of maiden special weight. So the horse is coming down in class. So the horse didn't do too great first time out, finished 9th, but if that was on the turf. Now you're bringing the horse over here to the dirt to see exactly what the horse is made of. So when you look at this one, you have a Maiden Claiming. This horse is all these horses are $75,000 or better. So pretty much, $75,000 on the claim. So if you do want to buy one of these horses, you're gonna spend a little bit of money today, because all these horses are seen as high end horses, but just the trainers, just the owners are trying to see if they can flip the horse real quick. So pretty much that's how you kind of explain what a maiden claiming race is when it's a high number like 50, 75,000 to buy the horse. Now you have Lucy Jane. Lucy Jane is a horse that was in the one hole. Lucy Jane is going to be trained by Luis Mendez and is going to be ridden by Diego Herrera. This horse is pretty good as well too. This horse does loom a danger. I think that you can't discredit this horse. You can't really, take this horse out the group. And so pretty much you have the Lucy Jane here. And then we have another first time here in Hail Columbia, the 3-horse, who's 4-1. So I think this one will work out pretty good as well too. So that should be a pretty good spot for us here in race 3. Now I move forward to race 4. Now in race 4, we have ourselves another maiden claiming, and this is going to be 39,000 for the purse as well too. This is going to be a little bit lower this time around as well. So it's race 4, and from what I'm seeing here, it's $50,000 to $45,000 maiden claimers. So everybody's going for 50,000 here. So we're all over a horse by the name of Nothing Good Comes Easy. This is the 2-horse, and this horse is going to be trained by Doug O'Neill and is going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt. The horse is rode 2 times, has never rode at Santa Anita, but I think with the horse coming to Santa Anita for the first time, this can be the spot for this horse to go ahead and run big, because this horse, when you look at the figures of this horse has done well. Even though it kind of regressed in that last maiden claimer, it is around company that it's already seen before. So I think that this horse is familiar. It just needs to get somewhere where it can be, where it's kind of comfortable at. But they have this horse training a lot down over at SLR as well too. But the horse did train back over at Santa Anita back in December. So they've just been getting this horse prepped up, ready to roll. The horse has had a nice little layoff as well too. So I think that this horse should be sharp and ready to roll. And the spot calls for this horse to have a big day today. It is what it is, and we'll see how it goes. But this horse is coming in here 3-1. Then we have Street Ruckus. Street Ruckus is is the 5-2 favorite. Street Ruckus is coming back from Churchill Downs. Horse wound up finishing 10th in a maiden special weight, a high and maiden special weight as well too. But the horse did run over at Santa Anita and wound up finishing 4th, but was placed 3rd through disqualification. And that was the only time the horse ran at Santa Anita. But the horse ran at such a high number that if that horse runs this race today, this horse should win. So pretty much we have tough horse to beat, but I think that this is a wide open race as well too. So then we have World Cruiser. World Cruiser, trained by Eddie Truman, is going to be ridden by Umberto Rispoli. This horse is going to be coming on late. Last time out, the horse came all the way from 6th, wound up finishing 2nd, losing by 3 lengths to Brother Reed. So this horse did decent over at Santa Anita last time out, finishing 4th. And this horse was also trained by Christophe Clement. So this horse does have some pedigree and is just coming off of a nice bullet as well too. So yeah, this looks like a sharp spot for the old vet Eddie Truman. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it checks out. And then we have, last but not least, Rosenquist. This horse is going to be trained by Kristen Moho and ridden by Ricky Gonzalez. And this horse is it's a wild card, and you have to keep your eye on it. Now, this horse is never placed at Santa Anita, but the horse has ran here once, and when it did run here, it wound up finishing 5th. Now, this is the 3rd time Ricky Gonzalez is riding the horse in a row. First time he had the horse finished 3rd, and then last time out over at Los Alamitos, the horse wound up finishing 6th. So yeah, the horse just didn't take to the track So it is what it is at the end of the day. So it is a $750,000 Keeneland purchase as well. So that price tag is huge, and it's an Uncle Mo. So you have to really take this horse very seriously. This is going to probably be one of our toughest races playing group here that can go ahead and cash some good tickets for you guys today. Race 5, and in race 5 we have ourselves race 5. Sorry. All right. So just give me 1 second. Just having a little technical difficulty here. There we go. All right, race 5. We have Untouched Elegance. Untouched Elegance is going to be 5-2 on the morning line. This horse is looking really good, and it's tough to really separate these two horses, these two top horses. Untouched Morning and has been really good in their last few races and is about due for a nice win today. Now, this is going to be a claiming race as well too. So these horses are horses that have been non-winners of a race since October 14th. So when you look at everything that's going on here, Untouched Elegance did come off of a good win over at LRC, and the horse did win back to back. So you like what you see with this horse. So you'll see how it goes, see how it shapes up. Horse ran a nice little bullet there, too, over at SLR. The horse hasn't been seen this year, but this will be the horse's debut. So the horse is coming in hot. So that's why I'm taking this horse now. The one at 2 out of the 3 times it's ran at Santa Anita. As Loon versus is going to be written by. Once you put this duo together, they have the idea that this horse can win. Now, this horse has been winning by a neck the last few times out, so it's not clearing horses. It's coming on late and is edging horses. So we'll see how it goes. And this horse is fresh off the claim from Lorenzo Ruiz. So we'll see how this one shapes up. This one should be a good one as well too. So there it is. Win often. And then we have also in the next spot we have Rain Diva. Rain Diva is maybe the fastest horse in this race from when you see the numbers and everything like that. But Rain Diva is a horse that's not consistent. So that's why this horse is 8-1 on the morning line, because the horse finishes 3rd over at Santa Anita, comes back around, goes Del Mar, finishes 8th. So you can see the inconsistency. But the horse has been placed in the money at Santa Anita every single 100% of the time, and 75% win rate here as well too. So this horse does have a this horse does love the course, and the horse hit a bullet on December 11th as well too, and has been off since November 19th. This horse is the horse to look at if you want some value here as well too. Horse exotics. I just think that this field is a little bit tougher, but I think that this horse does hold up very well with this group as well. It holds up very well with this group. So we'll see how this one shapes up, see how it shakes out, and should be a good one. All right, so our last horse here is going to be a horse by the name of California Cool. This horse is going to be a California. It's going to be out of a curling mare, and Creative Cause is a Creative Cause mare. So Luis Mendez is training this horse, and I think that with Jose Valdivia riding this horse, I think this should be a good look for the horse as well too. So this should work out somewhat, and we'll see how this one goes. But California Cool is coming off of a 1,000-meter race over at Santa Anita. Over at Los Alamitos, and then the horse did finish 3rd back on December 11th. So this horse is really more of a night horse, but they're bringing this horse in here because the horse just ran a banging bullet on the 22nd, and the horse. They took the horse over to Los Alamitos for a smaller race, but now it's in a 6 furlong race, and this horse can now go ahead and actually have this one be. This horse can go ahead and take care of their business, and it won 3 straight at one point. So this horse is a horse that you don't say to yourself, "Oh, I don't know about this one." You really do have to go ahead and give this horse a shot. I know this horse won at smaller levels and things like that, but it doesn't matter to me. I think that the way that this race sets up, if this horse can break very well, this horse can be very dangerous because who the jockey is. All right, so there it is. That's race 5 for you. So let's jump into our pick 5, and our pick 5 is going to be this. We're going to have leg 1 all. We're going to do leg 2 1 and 5. Leg 3 is going to be 1 3 6 9. Leg 4 is going to be 2 7, and leg 5 is going to be 4 6. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we'll go ahead and get to the second half of the card and the pick 6 and the pick 4 as well, too.
From the East and the
Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash, and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win.
All right. So there it is. And pretty much we are back with race 6. And my thing is like this, you know, you got to step into the realm and just do your thing here. It's Friday. It's kind of a light day, but you know what? This is a good day to make some good money for Saturday. So we got Cosmo here. Cosmo is a pretty good horse. Cosmo is going to be trained by Doug O'Neill, ridden by Flavian Pratt. This horse has looked really good, but just hasn't been able to get their photo taken. I think with the way that they've set this horse, they've put this horse in the condition, we should be able to get this horse situated. Cosmo, Doug O'Neill, pretty much Delmar. So the horse did finish 4th over at Delmar last time out, losing by 3 lengths and an allowance 50,000. So now the horse comes back down to start optional claimers here at 50K. So pretty much the horse did run some bullets over at Santa Anita and hasn't ran since the 28th. So I think that with the second horse, the third race up under Doug's belt, this horse should run huge. And this is the third jockey he's thrown on the horse as well, too. So this should be the jockey that gets the horse over from what that said. Gelding, distorted humor out of a Grand Slam mare. All right, so we have Dominant Soul. This is my tricky horse right here. Dominant Soul is 20-1 coming into the race. Paula Capistro is the trainer for the horse. Now, Keith DeSormo rode the horse a lot last year, but last time out, Diego Herrera rode the horse, and Diego's riding the horse again. Now, the horse did finish 11th last time out. That was last place, and finished 10th over at Santa Anita. But this horse, I think, was a little bit out of its element. Now this horse is back in a group that is very comfortable with. And I think that, you know, even though the horse has only showed up in the money 4 out of his 16 performances, the way this group shapes up, this horse is good enough to stay up with this group. So that's why I'm putting Dominant Soul in the spot. I'm just thinking about a race that the horse had over at Delmar, which was pretty good. So I think that can work out. And this horse does like the distance as well. It's going a little bit shorter than it likes to go, but the horse does like the distance. So I think that possibly this horse, if it can hit the front and get brave, it could possibly best this field. Now we have our next horse up, which is going to be a horse by the name of Cotopaxi. Cotopaxi is going to be ridden by Umberto Rispoli, trained by Jeff Mullins. This horse, it looks pretty good. You know, Jeff Mullins always has this horse sharp, ready for the turf and everything like that. So we'll see how that one shapes up, and it should be pretty good. And Bender seems to be a very intriguing horse, because this horse was just recently claimed from Richard Mandela, and now Mike Pipey's in charge of the horse. And the thing about it is, it looks like the horse switched a few times. The horse went from Richard Mandela back over to Josephine, and now it went back to Richard Mandela, then was handed back over to handed over to Mike Pipey. Now, Mike Pipey, usually when he gets these type of horses, these horses are built to go ahead and get themselves some nice wins. And this horse is a gelding, curling gelding out of an arch mare. So this will loom the danger. Bender should be right there with the group as well, too. So we'll see how this one shapes up, and we move forward from there. All right, so we get into race 7. Race 7 is a fun race right here. We got Wicked Trick. Wicked Trick is going to be my shot of the day as well, too. Wicked Trick, when you look at everything with Wicked Trick, he has everything it takes. He has everything here that can beat this group pretty much point blank. Now, this horse is pretty classy as well, too. He's a back east horse. A lot of his big races were in New York. The horse ran 3 straight stakes back in the summer of last year, and then is just coming out of stakes right now over at Turf Paradise. So the horse wound up finishing sixth that day. So it's a traveling horse. So, traveling horses, I like traveling horses because, it's always about their mood. The first time at Santa Anita, the horse didn't take to it the way that he wanted to, but Keith DeSormo was training the horse that day. Now, this horse who used to be a Linda Rice horse as well. So, the horse is sharp because she has a lot of sharp horses. So, I like what I see because they bought the horse for $100,000. So they like what they see with the horse. The horse is a 7-year-old gelding. So I think that we have to just understand that this one is going to be a really good race. And I think Wicked Trick can be right there with the best of them. And Bob Hess seems to be the late race master in a sense because he gets a lot of late races in the day as well too. Now Classier, who's written by John Velasquez, is going to be trained by Bob Baffert. Mario Gutierrez rode the horse last time out. Horse wound up finishing fifth over at Del Mar. Now the last time the horse was at Santa Anita, the horse finished third, losing by 12 lengths. But before that, the horse broke its maiden over at Santa Anita. So this horse is very familiar with Santa Anita and is never not finished outside the money at Santa Anita. So this horse will probably be the post-time favorite when it's all said and done. So we'll see how it shapes up for this horse, but it should be another really, really intriguing prospect here as well, too. And then we also have Spielberg. Spielberg's another Bob Baffert horse. Spielberg's going to be ridden by Flavian Pratt. And the last time we saw Spielberg was at the Florida Derby finishing eighth. So Spielberg does have all the class, but has this horse kind of regressed because the horse went to Oakland Park, finished second in the Southwest, also finished fourth in the Robert Lewis, and did win the Low South Futurity, but it's the Low South Futurity. Remember that. And the horse did break its maiden, losing by a neck. But this horse has all the class. This horse has been in this horse has literally been in two races that are not stakes races out of the 9 races the horse ran. So the horse has the class. This could be a paid workout for Spielberg as well too. So that horse does loom a big danger here. So we'll see how it shapes up, see how it shakes out. But it is what it is at the end of the day. But this group is an all group. It does not matter. This is the most expensive race of the day as well too. It's damn near a stakes race, but it's a allowance optional claimer. And this is how this is the allowance optional claimers you really, really do like at the end of the day. All right, so we move on to Maiden Claiming. And in the Maiden Claiming race, we have Lauch Alosis, and this is going to be our nightcap as well, too. So this horse is 5-2 in the morning. And then we have Mow Them Down 4-1. And then we also have Pinedale 10-1. And then we have Wellsworth 9-5. And then we also have Memes at 8-1. So this is a pretty good group for our super high five here at the end of the day. And, I'm kind of speeding through it because you know what? It's the last race of the day. And I really do like Leoch Alasis because I think this horse is probably, head and shoulders above this group. And it's the only horse that ran at a mile and did pretty well at that distance as well, too. So I think that today with this group, I think this horse can go ahead and best this group as well. So we'll see how it goes. And then we have to understand that also we Pinedale and hopefully get into the race. Hopefully they can get into the race, but I do have them here. But I can go ahead and once they confirm exactly what's going to happen here in the final race of the day, then I'll go ahead and I'll adjust that for you guys later on for you guys. But I'm pretty much on the singling of our horse, and they're that makes it into the group is Pinedale. So we got to scratch out Mow Them Down. So Mow Them Down will not be a part of the group. And Wellsworth, Memes, they're good, but Mow Them Down is out of the group. And if Mow Them Down is set up for tomorrow, I'm definitely jumping all over that horse on top because that horse has been working gangbusters in the morning. So that's our 5, but I'm going to let you guys know right now. You guys go ahead and add in Brotherly Love, the 3 horse. Let's just go ahead and take the other Doug on the horse with Edwin Maldonado riding. So we'll throw that horse in there, and then that's how we'll go ahead and we'll shape this thing up, okay? Now we move on to our pick 6. Pick 6 today is going to look like this. The pick 6 is going to be 6 Leg 1, 6 and 9. The leg 2 is 2 and 7. Leg 3 is 4 and 6. Leg 4 is the one single. Leg 5 is 1, 3, 5, and leg 6 is going to be 214, and it's going to be a $96 investment. All right, so we have ourselves the late pick 4 races 5 through 8, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 8, and we're going to all bet leg 3, and then we're going to do leg 4 with the single to the 2, and that's going to be a $22.50 there's $22.50 investment. So there it is. That's horsing around for you today, presented by Stable Duel. And pretty much let's go ahead and make some money. As I always say, bet with your head, not with your heart. If you got a hunch, bet a bunch. And man, I'm telling you, the movement is moving. There's a lot of things going on right now as well, too. Got a big sponsor coming in for the Primetime Angles Monday. So you guys be ready for that. So yeah, you guys are the absolute best. And I'll be back to you guys tomorrow to talk about Saturday's very, very deep card and the stakes races that they have going on tomorrow as well, too. It's a 4-day weekend over at the Great Race Place because there is going to be racing on Monday as well, too. So be ready. It's going to be one of those good weekends where you can make a whole lot of money over at the Great Race Place. I'm your host, Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is Horsing Around, presented by Stable Duel, and I bid I do.